charge-off loans. So something that we experience pretty often with loans that have been charged off by the originator or the bank that's the lender that we're buying loans from is oftentimes their internal platform will just zero out everything when they charge it off. Because a charge-off is an accounting practice that the bank uses to write off a loan that they're considering a loss. Unfortunately, that means that a lot of the data that we get from the bank sometimes comes over with a 0% interest rate. And in those cases, the loan servicer where the transfer is coming to, so our loan servicer or your loan servicer, when the loan is subsequently transferred, gets that information at a 0% rate. And then sometimes they don't update that. They don't go back to the original note and see what the interest rate should be. It can also be more complicated when that is an adjustable rate loan and there's an index and a margin, and you have to reverse engineer what the arrears were over time as that interest rate has changed with the prime rate. So ideally, when we have a fixed rate original note, we just have that interest rate applied into the servicer's platform so that they can account for the loan properly. If it is an index plus a margin, an adjustable rate loan, then most servicers should have the ability to add that ARM data into their system. But then there's a challenge with the loan being charged off where some servicers consider a charge off an acceleration. So if a loan has been accelerated as well, then you need to communicate to the homeowner, tell the homeowner that the loan is no longer being considered a charge off. Now you're working together to get the loan back on track. I would definitely have that conversation with your loan servicer. And when you transfer to a servicer with a loan mod in place, it is much more straightforward because your loan modification agreement will have an interest rate on it. The loan servicer will see all those terms and upload into their system when they onboard the loan really accurately. So that I think is a pretty good way to go with some of these deals where a little bit of uncertainty going in with the interest rate or the adjustable rate nature of the loan. Once it's modified, the terms are reset and the borrower and the servicer at that point are all on the same page. At this point, it's more of just coming up with your negotiation with the homeowner. So showing them the original note and the fact that the prime rate now, the current prime rate is 8.5%. So if it's 8.5% is the index plus a margin of like 1 or 2%, their interest rate on the original note is looking like 10.5, maybe 11% already. So then when you communicate with them on a loan modification, then getting that rate down to like a 9% rate is better than what they were paying originally based on the adjustable rate in today's market, and would definitely give them the confidence that it's now a fixed rate loan. So I would think at this point to show the homeowner the original terms and then have the modification as the next step to get things back on track.